In this video, we are going to fire up TrueNAS, install Immich, and get it set up and working so that you have Immich set up on your TrueNAS Scale instance and you are on your way to replacing Google Photos. Let's get started. Okay, let's start with a fresh TrueNAS instance. I'm gonna clone this guy, call that Immich Tutorial. Okay, let's see if I have some hard drives in this machine. And I don't. I'm gonna need to create a ZFS pool, so let's add some hard drives to this. Let's do create. And I'll just give this hard drive 100 gigabytes. Immich Tutorial 1, finish, and then choose that. Oh, that needs to be into the SATA, so let me remove that. And add it here. Okay, let's add another 100 gigabyte hard drive. Go create. So it's gonna be 100. And choose that. So now we've got two hard drives. I just wanna do like a mirrored CFS file system on here. Check on bridge adapter, and let's go. Let's go ahead and start this up. Okay, so the TrueNAS instance is up. Web user interface is at this IP address. So let's check that out. Okay, we got our TrueNAS server here. Let's try TrueNAS admin. There we go. Okay, we're in. So we're inside TrueNAS. Let's go into storage, and we need to create our first pool. So let's hit create pool, and then let's just call this pool tank. The layout, I'm just going to do mirror. So I'm going to give myself redundancy here with 2 drives. Automated disk selection, 100 gigabytes. Okay, I'll click next, and I'll click next, and I'll click next, and I will click next. Just get through all these optional selections here. So we have 1 mirror, 2 100 gigabyte hard drives. Usable raw capacity, 100 gigabytes. So let's create that pool. Okay, so I have my pool here called tank. This is my mirrored hard drive with the 2 hard drives that I gave my virtual machine here. So let's head over to the Immich official instructions. Go to immich.app, get started, install TrueNAS Scale. So it says before beginning app installation, create the data sets to use in the storage configuration section. Immich requires 7 data sets: library, upload, thumbs, profile, video, backup, and Postgres data. You can organize these as one parent with 7 child data sets. For example, mount, tank, Immich, library. So let's go ahead and create that data set for Immich. Go to datasets and add a dataset. Parent path is tank, name is Immich, and I'll go ahead and hit save. Okay, we have the Immich dataset. Now we need to create a dataset for each of these. So let's do that. Okay, we have all of those data sets. Now we just need to make sure we have the right permissions on the data sets. So the PG dataset must be owned by the user net data for Postgres to start. The other datasets must be owned by the user root or a group that includes the user root for Immich to have the necessary permissions. So let's check PG data first. Okay, scroll down to permissions, hit edit, and the owner needs to be net data. Okay, I'll hit apply user, and I'll go ahead and hit apply permissions recursively, and I don't have any child data sets, so I don't really need that. Let's hit save, and then let's just make sure that the other data sets are owned by the root user. So root, I'm pretty sure this is how all of them are. Yep. Okay, so we should be good there. Okay, now we can go to apps and go to discover apps. And then we have 153 apps available that we can just install. I'm gonna hit show all, and then let's scroll down until we find Immich. Let's click on that. Okay, choose a pool for apps. I'm gonna hit tank, so choose that. Okay, and then we just have a little third-party application disclaimer. I'm gonna go ahead and confirm that warning. And we're gonna install Immich here. Application name, Immich. And then for the configuration, I'm gonna choose America Denver. I'm gonna have the enable machine learning selected. Gonna stick with the default here. Let's give it a database password. This is basically like configuring the Docker Compose file. So let's give it a database password. We'll give it a Redis password. I'll just choose the default log level. Okay, so you would only untick enable machine learning if you don't want to use the facial recognition, image search, and the smart duplicate detection. I definitely want to have that enabled. We're going to accept the default port of 341, and just note that the port needs to be in the range between 9000 and 655.35. Okay, let's set the storage configuration. So the library storage, we're going to change this to host path. For the host path, let's put in mount tank. That's the name of our pool, Immich, and then library. So we can just confirm that. And then for the upload storage, we're going to select path. And then just go ahead and select the path here as well. So that's going to be the upload. And then let's just do this for each one. Host path. This is for the thumbs. Thumbs. Profile storage. The video storage. Backups. Okay, backups are where Immich will automatically dump database backups for you. So I love how they do that. And then the Postgres database persisted to the PG data. So additional storage could be used for external libraries. I'm not going to set that up in this video, but they also just recommend that you get Immich up and running before you add additional storage for external libraries. Okay, and then we're just going to accept the default number of CPUs of 2 and default memory of 4096 megabytes. Although it does recommend that if you are using machine learning, you should probably set this above 8000. That's fine. I'm just going to set it to this for purpose of this demo. I'm not going to upload too many photos at once in this demo. Okay, then we're just going to hit install. Okay, so it's pulled the Docker images and now it is deploying the application. Okay, it says it's up and running now. Let's click on Immich. Okay, we can see each of the Docker containers. We can see the port that we're running. So all network interfaces at the port 341. Okay, let's hit the web UI. And here we go, we've got Immich ready to go. So let's go ahead and upload a couple images here. Do Thomas at thomaswildtech.com. Let's sign in. Okay, so just initial setup, obviously dark theme for sure. And I want to have the map feature. And then just a version check, so it just communicates with GitHub to see what the version is. I'm going to use the default storage template. And then now, here we go. We've got our interface. We have 100 gigabytes on our storage pool. So let's upload a couple photos. Okay, I've got a bunch of photos from the IMDb database. Let's just grab some of Daniel Craig here, and I'm just gonna drag these in here. So let's upload these, just make sure the storage is working, and then let's give this a refresh. And we've got Daniel Craig photos in our image instance. Let's see what's going on here. Error loading image. So I just hadn't processed the thumbnail yet. So pretty cool. Let's hop back into TrueNAS. I just want to go ahead and map this as a network drive, just so that I can see my data set on my Windows machine. So let's click on shares. Let's go to SMB and let's add. So I'm going to create a share for, well, I could do the tank. Let's create a share for Immich, and then I'll just give it the name Immich. That's fine. I'll just say default share parameters. It's fine. Hit save. Do you want to configure the access control? And then let's start the service. So yes, SMB service has started and will auto start after reboot. So I probably do need to create a user in here. Let's go to add, and I'll create a user for myself. Username, I'll do Thomas. Create a home directory, and I'll just stick with no login for shell for now. And we will say that this is a SMB user. Okay, hit save on that. So now I have a SMB user for myself. Let's change this to user Thomas full and allowed. Okay, let's see if we can access that share now. So I'm going to grab the IP address of my server. And this is going to be // and then the share name, which is Immich. Okay, we need to log in to SMB. So that's the username and password of the SMB user. And here we go. So now I can see all of those file shares from my Windows computer. And of course I can map this as a network drive if I want to. This just, gives me access directly to that file share, which is pretty awesome. If you made it this far and this video was helpful to you, please hit the like button to help out my channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button so that you get more content like this. If you want me to do anything else on TrueNAS Scale with Immich or anything else, let me know in the comments, and I'd be happy to create some more TrueNAS Scale videos. All right, I'll see you in the next one.